why is it when you put the camera on, you can't? Right, anyway, good morning. So this is going to be the video of the 1.1 Ford Fiesta Popular. Not the Popular Plus, but Popular nonetheless. So welcome to lovely sunny Rill. I've been doing a lot of walking around the front. Some of you will know, some of you know the reason why. For those of you who don't, I highly recommend coming to Rill. It's such a beautiful place and the weather is pretty nice. But if you are going to come to Rill and you don't want to walk around the harbour or here, you can come to Curbside and have a look at this lovely little Fiesta. So here we go. Ta-da! So if life's getting you down, you're all your money, cost of living is outrageous, which it all is for all of us, you can cheer yourself up with a red 1986, I think, Ford Fiesta, and your life will be much better. Why? Well, I can't see a lambda sensor, and I can't see an airflow meter, and I can't see an ABS pump. I can't see any of those stupid frigging things that they put on modern cars. It's dead basic. There's your spark plugs. There are your HT leads. There's a carburettor. That's as complicated as it ever needed to be. Now, all right, yes, you will probably be late quite often, but let's be honest, who cares? As you can see, it's nice and straight. There are a few marks on it. There's a spare balance for the front, because the front's got some signs of rust, so the previous owner bought a balance in preparation to change that. Underneath is absolutely solid. Really very, very good. There is the boot, and as you can see, the boot's nice and straight, clean and free from rust, which is replicated really all the way throughout the car, underneath the engine bay and underneath on the floor pan. So inside the interior is really good. Oh bugger, there's a couple of things I need to show you. So somebody has burnt the seat using their cigarette. It was a close call for him, but he survived. And he must have designed this as his ashtray. So he was traveling along, imagine, big smile on his face, flicked his fag, the hot end came off there, landed down there, and nearly did him some severe damage. In his rush to get out of the car, because his little fella was on fire, he pulled on the handle and it snapped. So he thought, right, oh, get out the window. So he started to unwind the window, but then he snapped that as well. I don't know what happened to him, but I'm guessing by that sticker, it probably wasn't a normal cigarette. But anyway, there you go. The good news is, if it wasn't a normal cigarette and he was stoned all the time, he didn't do many miles, because it's only done 40,818. And I have to say that it has got to be genuine, because for it to have done 140,000 miles, there's no way on earth it would be this sweet in the engine, in terms of the engine and the way it drives, because it really does drive. It drives a lot better than some of the cars I've got on the forecourt for 14 grand, but don't tell anybody that. It does drive lovely. Now, it's very complicated in here, as you'd expect. You do have to hold on, because if you have an accident, you are going to hit this. Nothing's going to come out and cushion you. You're going to hit it and hurt yourself or even die. But if that doesn't happen, rest assured, the seat belts, which aren't pre-tensioned, well, they've got that, but they haven't got the bit that sucks you in down here. These will probably assist in some way in breaking your collarbone or fracturing something in your neck. 4 speeds, so no need to worry about the 5th gear going. And pretty much that's, well, okay, we've got wipers and they work well. We've got lights and they work well. We've got a horn, that works well. We've got 3 speeds of heating, that's good. And we've got a fog light on the rear for when it's foggy. Now, there is no radio in here. The reason being is because when we used these cars back in the 80s, guess what we used to do with each other? We used to talk to each other. I know that doesn't sound normal, but we actually used to travel, and your kids would be sat in the back and you'd be singing "The Wheels on the Bus Go Round and Round" or playing I Spy or whatever it was, but we all used to talk to each other. We didn't connect our phones to it to listen to our favourite music. We actually sat in the car, went out as a family and broke down, but we talked to each other, and that's why there's no radio. Some might argue we should make cars like that now. I don't know, maybe the increase in divorce rates had something to do with radios being installed in cars. I'm not sure, but anyway, there is no radio. So that's one thing. Oh, it leaks as well. So it does leak. I've just noticed, just a little bit from there. I don't know why that is, but there's a little wet patch there, and so whoever you don't like, you can get them to sit there. So there we go. That's the video of the Ford Fiesta Popular Plus, and reporting from a very wet, very miserable, horrible, crappy day, having just been raped by the government yesterday with our taxes and God knows what else. Merry Christmas.